I think the biggest challenge is going to be the temperature. I think this is one of the coldest, probably the coldest race that we have done in a long time. Normally we're in hotter climates, you know. So yeah, this is chilly. But I raced when I was younger. I raced in cold climates like this, like in Scotland, around the UK. But I think it's going to it'll be interesting this weekend. But also it's a new circuit. We only have a short amount of time to learn it, so I'm excited though. Well, one thing I really do not like is wearing the same thing as other people, and I think really it took a long time for me to really discover who I wanted to be and how I wanted to express myself. And as a kid, I was always heavily influenced by hip hop, and you know, Pharrell was like he was the one for me, still is today. Finding your expression, how you want to show up on that day, and that's something that I really have spent a lot of time learning how to evolve. Like if I look back, I'm sure everyone probably look back 10 years, you'll be like, what the hell was I wearing? And getting into the design. Having a watch, and particularly in jewelry, for example, it's just that it's like the icing on top of the cake, you know. So it can really elevate. Like if you're wearing a suit, having something that for both. If you're being more sporty or street, or wearing a suit, it's the final touch. So I know I've got a group of friends, like we're always comparing watches, you know. So, but I remember as a kid, my first watch was like a Mickey Mouse watch because I went to Disneyland, and you know, I always dreamt of having a good watch, and then I saved up. I think I was 16 pounds, which was $20 or whatever, and I went and bought this watch that looked like, it made me feel like more of an adult and more stylish at school, but it was a cheap watch. Now I get to have the real thing.
Yeah, wearing a new and upgraded team watch, I think, is really cool. We're so fortunate to be partnered with a brand like IWC. So many synergies between AMG, IWC, and as I mentioned before, seeing the detail that goes into these watches gives you a real appreciation when you wear it. But I think just that performance, sporty look, and you know it's high quality, and wear it with pride. I'm really intrigued ahead of this weekend because we're stepping into the unknown. Racing in Vegas, night race, is much colder than every other race we ever participate in, and being within this city with all the lights is going to be pretty wild. So I'm just excited to see what that journey brings, but above all, I want to know if we're going to be quick or not, and that's ultimately what it comes down to. There's many challenges going into a race like this, but the unknown about the circuit. We don't know how much grip the tarmac's going to give to the tyres, how many bumps there's going to be. We've scanned the circuit, but it's only when you get out there you truly recognise it, how the tyres are reacting with the cold temperatures. You know, it's probably, the track's going to be about 15 degrees colder than everywhere else we race on an average, so that's going to be reacting totally different. The engines are going to be running much colder. We're never really used to being under the limit in terms of the temperature, so there's so many factors that is like a learning curve for us, and that gives an opportunity to do a better job than our competitors. The rise of the sport in America, I think, is great because there's such a culture for sport in the States, and it has always been surprising that Formula One hasn't been a part of their passion, and seeing that tide turn now is really great. I feel proud to be part of Formula One at this time, and I think the people running the show at Formula One, they're incredibly smart people. They know what the fans want, and they know we need to keep on pushing the boundaries. We're at a peak, but you can't plateau. You need to keep on pushing forward, and I think the addition of Las Vegas to the calendar is another step pushing the sport in a good direction.